Tonight, we witness a turning point in Southeast Asia. The Philippines is launching a bold naval modernization program, this time building its own warships. For the first time, advanced frigates and corvettes will be constructed in Subic Bay in South Korea. This marks a shift from relying on aging second-hand ships to forging a modern fleet. The move is a direct response to rising tensions in the South China Sea, where Philippine sovereignty is increasingly challenged. Building these vessels is about more than hardware, it's about national pride and self-reliance. The dual-location strategy brings world-class technology from Korea and revitalizes Subic Bay's shipbuilding industry. It creates jobs, transfers vital skills, and signals Manila's intent to defend its exclusive economic zone. This is a calculated investment that could reshape the region's security landscape. By building at home and abroad, the Philippines is sending a clear message: it will no longer be a passive observer in its own waters. The new program is about drawing a line in the water, asserting sovereignty and ambition. Reviving Subic Bay means more than economic growth. It's about building a self-reliant defense industry. This is a story of steel, strategy, and a nation determined to chart its own course. The world is watching as the Philippines steps up to secure its future. This is not just a military upgrade, it's a new era for the Philippine Navy. The ripples from this decision are being felt from Manila to Beijing. A new chapter in maritime security is being written right now. To grasp the urgency, look at the map. The Philippines is a nation of over 7,600 islands, its economy and security tied to the sea. Its exclusive economic zone is rich in resources, but under constant threat from poaching, smuggling, and foreign encroachment. For years, the Navy relied on outdated, hand-me-down ships, no match for modern challenges. As disputes in the South China Sea intensified, the need for new warships became a matter of survival. Chinese vessels now regularly intrude into Philippine waters, harassing fishermen and blocking resupply missions. Old ships can't deter these gray zone tactics. Modern frigates provide a minimum credible defense, enough to make any aggressor think twice. Beyond military threats, the Philippines faces piracy and illegal fishing that drain billions from its economy. New ships equipped with advanced sensors and long endurance can finally patrol and protect these vast waters. This modernization isn't just about warfare, it's about enforcing the law and safeguarding livelihoods. The new fleet will help secure the nation's future, both economically and strategically. Without these upgrades, the Philippines remains vulnerable. With them, it can defend its territory and resources. The stakes are high, but the message is clear. A modern navy is essential for national survival. The era of relying on outdated tools is over. Subic Bay's legacy is woven into Philippine and American history. Once a massive U.S. naval base, it sheltered fleets and powered Pacific operations for nearly a century. Its deep harbor and sprawling facilities made it a strategic gem, especially during the Vietnam War and the Cold War. But in 1991, Mount Pinatubo's eruption and a Senate vote ended the U.S. presence, leaving behind a ghostly, empty base. The loss was a blow to the local economy and national identity. The challenge transformed this symbol of foreign power into a driver of Filipino growth. The government created the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority, aiming to turn swords into plowshares. The transition was daunting, thousands of jobs lost, shipyards silent. Yet Subic's potential endured. Its world-class infrastructure and strategic location remained unmatched. The question lingered: could Subic Bay become a symbol of Filipino strength? The answer would take years, and a new vision for the future. Today, Subic's story is one of resilience and reinvention. Its next chapter is about to begin. Subic Bay's rebirth began with global investment and Filipino determination. In 2006, South Korea's Hanjin built one of the world's largest shipyards here, employing tens of thousands and putting the Philippines on the shipbuilding map. Filipino workers gained world-class skills building massive commercial vessels. But in 2019, Hanjin's bankruptcy threatened to shutter the shipyard again. Fears grew that foreign state-owned firms, including from China, might take over this strategic asset. Instead, an American firm, Cerberus, stepped in, reviving the yard as Aguila Subic and focusing on both commercial and defense work. Now, Aguila Subic is at the heart of the Philippines' naval modernization. The plan built new warships for the Philippine Navy, leveraging existing infrastructure and skilled labor. This marks a shift from foreign projection to Filipino self-reliance. Building warships is a leap, but the foundation is strong. Subic Bay is no longer just a relic of the past, it's a forge for the nation's future. Filipino hands will now build the tools to defend Philippine sovereignty. The transformation is complete, from American base to Filipino shipyard. Subic Bay stands ready for its new mission. The Philippines needed a partner to realize its naval ambitions, and found one in South Korea. South Korea's shipbuilders, like Hyundai Heavy Industries, are global leaders in advanced warships. This partnership is built on shared security interests and mutual trust. For the Philippines, it means access to cutting-edge technology and vital training. For South Korea, it's a chance to strengthen ties and export expertise. The first phase saw Hyundai build 2 modern frigates with technology transfer and crew training included. Now, the partnership deepens. New corvettes and patrol vessels will be built in Subic, with Korean designs and Filipino labor. This collaboration is about more than ships. It's about building a sustainable defense industry. Filipino workers will gain the skills to maintain and eventually design their own warships. Together, the two nations are forging a new model for regional security, the ultimate goal: true self-reliance for the Philippine Navy. The Jose Rizal-class frigates are the first fruits of this ambitious program. Built by Hyundai, these ships are the most advanced in Philippine history, armed with missiles, torpedoes, and state-of-the-art sensors. They can counter threats from air, sea, and beneath the waves, and even deploy anti-submarine helicopters. Their arrival has transformed the Navy's capabilities. Before, patrols were symbolic. Now, the Navy can deter and defend. These ships protect fishermen, escort resupply missions, and serve as a visible deterrent to aggression. The success of the Jose Rizal class has paved the way for more. New corvettes and offshore patrol vessels are on order. Corvettes will pack similar firepower in a smaller frame, while patrol vessels will cover vast waters for law enforcement. This layered fleet balances deterrence and presence. The Philippine Navy is no longer just watching, it's ready to act. Each new ship is a step toward a credible modern maritime force. The transformation is underway, and it's only the beginning. The seas are safer, and the nation stronger for it. The Philippines faces a giant in China, whose navy is the world's largest. China's strategy is overwhelming presence, aircraft carriers, destroyers, and a vast maritime militia enforcing its sweeping claims. The Philippines can't match this ship for ship, so it's chosen an asymmetric approach. The goal: minimum credible deterrence, a porcupine defense that makes aggression costly. Modern frigates and corvettes are the sharp quills, forcing adversaries to think twice. Even a single well-armed ship can threaten larger opponents and change the risk calculus. This strategy shields Filipino vessels and asserts sovereignty without provoking all-out war. China's gray zone tactics, ramming, swarming, intimidation, once found the old fleet vulnerable. Now new warships provide a protective umbrella, giving Filipino mariners confidence. The Philippines isn't seeking confrontation, but it won't be pushed around. The presence of modern ships is a silent but powerful deterrent. It's a David and Goliath story, one where smart strategy levels the playing field. The message: the Philippines will defend its waters no matter the odds. The Philippines' naval modernization reverberates across the Indo-Pacific. Southeast Asian neighbors, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, are watching closely, inspired by Manila's bold move. A stronger Philippine Navy means a more balanced, stable region. Allies like the US, Japan, and Australia support this effort, enhancing joint operations and deterrence. The US-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty gains new weight with a modern fleet. The partnership with South Korea showcases middle power cooperation, nations shaping their own security. This could become a model for others, fostering a resilient, multipolar region. Of course, Beijing sees this as a provocation and may respond with more pressure, but inaction risks even greater instability. The Philippines' strategy is a calculated risk, one aimed at a stable, rules-based order. Regional security is no longer dictated by one power alone. The Philippines is helping to write new rules for the sea. The Philippines' future is tied to the sea, and it's taking control of that destiny. Building warships at home and with South Korea is a declaration of national purpose. This is about sovereignty, security, and a new confidence on the world stage. The journey won't be easy. It demands investment, training, and political will. But the revival of Subic Bay and the rise of a modern navy are laying a strong foundation. With each new ship, the Philippines gains a stronger voice in regional affairs. Its diplomats now speak with the backing of real maritime power. This is not about seeking conflict, but about securing peace through strength. The sight of Philippine-built warships is a powerful symbol of renewal and self-reliance. The message is clear: the Philippines will chart its own course, and its future is being forged today.